what do you want to play? That's 5 minutes. And then like, what key? What tempo? You know, and then after all that, the big climax of that is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like, all of a sudden, like, people's ears have just turned, like, attention deficit, like, the audience, but also even the other musicians. If I'm playing with a musician that doesn't say anything and just starts to play, then I know it's not about me asking questions to try to get information. It's about me paying attention to what's going on the, you know, with my ears. You know, that's the conversation. We don't need to talk. If we needed to talk, we could just have a conversation. You know, hey, you want to talk about that tune? Whisper not? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, C minor. Yeah, what do you play after that? You know, it's like, it's not music. You know, it's like music is when people are communicating with their instruments and just, you know, so if you can just learn to follow and say, you know, I hear what he's playing, and then I hear what key he's playing it in, and it's obvious what tempo he's playing it, hopefully, and you go from there. There's nothing needs to be spoken. You know, that's practicing the following part. Also, practice leading. You know, practice not saying anything to anybody. Just like, you know, like you, I mean, I didn't think to say it before, don't tell me what to play, but you said in your own sweet way. If you had just started going, I mean, it's amazing, but in certain social circles, you can just start doing that, and people know that you're playing in your own sweet way. It's amazing. You don't even have to say anything, you know? Or it makes you deal with the song and practice. You know, say you were just going to start at the beginning. You might have said, see if the guy's with you and he knows what you're doing. So you just play the bridge at a time, but what you gain by not saying whisper not 1, 2, 3, 4 is you didn't have to say anything to say what the tune was, and also to set a mood, set a feeling. That's what it's about. After you hear the number 4 to come in, that's no feeling. There's nothing. It's just like my instructions are to come in after the number 4 with a tune. All of a sudden, already you're in the mode of like, you know, what are my orders? You know, not having a musical conversation. So I think in every situation, as much as possible, just try to be unspoken about it. You know, we're dealing with the repertoire, the canon of tunes that we might know, and that was in it. Great call. And, you know, just go. Just go. You know, express time. Be obvious that you're playing it out of time. You know, be obvious when you're playing it in time. You know, be obvious about, you know, not obvious, not blatantly obvious, but just clear. Just, I'm communicating without saying whisper not. If I was playing a gig in the Ukraine, I don't know how to say whisper not in Ukraine. You know, so I can't speak the language. Just start from that place. We can't talk. We have to play and find a common ground that way. You know, it makes you listen harder.
Claro, eso no, así, en plan breve, ¿no? Que cree que vale la pena, en vez de hablar y decir qué podemos tocar o qué tal está, empezar tocando ya. Cree que realmente es mucho más profundo y creo que es una buena cosa para practicar, ¿no? Practicar ser líder, o sea, de decir, porque si empiezas a tocar, no solamente estás diciendo el tema que estás tocando, sino que el tema, el tono, la intención, el tiempo, sí, realmente, mucho mejor.
How do you say next instead? What?
Siguiente.
No, sorry.